Good morning. In the last video, we have discussed about the unconformity and types of unconformity. Now we are going to discuss about the significance and recognition of unconformity. So, what is the importance of unconformity? James Hutton 1795 was the first to interpret the significance of unconformity. First significance or first importance is it represents a gap, break or interval of the deposition of beds and forms a record of time gap. So here you can see, here is the Cambrian period and here is the Devonian period. After Cambrian period, Ordovician period is there, but Devonian period is there. So one period missing is seen, and this is your unconformity, and the type of unconformity is your disconformity, and this is also your disconformity, and this is angular unconformity. So this is angular unconformity because the older strata or older beds are inclined and younger beds are parallel. But in this disconformity, both the older and younger beds are parallel. Same here. Next important, in certain situation, unconformity produces oil traps and aquifers. Unconformity helps in visualizing paleogeography a region. So here we can identify the paleogeography area, that is Redwall limestone, Supai group, Hermit cell, etc. Next, unconformity is an important structure that affects site condition for engineering work. It generally forms a weak zone, because all the structural zone is the weak zone for engineering purpose. The creation of an unconformity favors the deposition and lithification of rock layer. It indicates a stratigraphical hiatus represent the period during which the region was landmass and eroded subsequently. It is very important and basic criterion in stratigraphic and paleontological studies and division of geologic time. Here mainly unconformity is important for stratigraphic succession and paleontological study and also rock study. Three important significance of unconformity is your stratigraphy, paleontology and rock study. So next, unconformity is also associated with overlap, that is marine transgression. During marine transgression, that is the encroach of shallow sea on shore, either due to rise of sea level of the land, the area of deposition increases and extends land. Sedimentation takes place over the existing beds below the sea level and extend beyond their margin landward. So by this, the older beds in the sequence are completely connected, concealed beneath the extended beds. This is called transgression overlap, and this overlap is due to unconformity. So this is the main importance or significance of the unconformity. Next, how we recognize the unconformity in the field or in the laboratory. So field evidence of unconformities are marked difference in the fossils showing gap in the succession of rock beds, and then presence of conglomerates breccia at the upper series of rocks. Such conglomerate contains fragments of underlying rock beds, and presence of structure discordance in two series of rocks. Presence of rock beds which are formed under contrasting conditions such as non-marine beds overlain by marine bed, cross bedded strata overlain by strata showing graded bedding. Mainly these 5 basic things are the indication of unconformity. First one is your truncation, second one is gap in succession, basal conglomerate appearance, then discordance or discontinuity, and difference, that is in the degree of crystallization. These 3 types of unconformity also recognized in the field, and these 3 are of different characteristics. That is, in disconformity or parallel unconformity, both the older and younger stratas are parallel and differ from the erosional surface. This is your unconformity or erosional surface. And in angular unconformity, unconformity separates the 2 layer, that is younger and older strata. Older strata are tilted and younger strata are parallel to the erosional surface. But in a non-conformity, the rock types are different. Rock types are different, that is beyond the unconformity there is metamorphic rock or igneous rock or plutonic rock, but the younger strata are sedimentary origin. So in this way we can identify or recognize the various types of unconformity in the field. So next, recognition, sharp contrast in the deep strike, intensity of folding and other deformation features. So in this type of unconformity there is difference in deep strike. In disconformity, deep and strike are same in both older and younger strata, but in angular unconformity deep strike are different and nonconformity deep strike are different. So this way we can determine the unconformity. Then dikes and other intrusive bodies and faults terminate abruptly at the junction of 2 series. If any structural disturbance, that is fault, fold are appear, then this is the indication of unconformity. Also some structure like dikes occur, then it is the recognize the unconformity in the bedding or strata. Then effect of metamorphism seen only in one of the series. If metamorphism occurs on the erosion surface or one bed, then it is the indication of unconformity. Then sudden disappearance of certain types of fossil remains in the succeeding beds called para unconformity. If some beds are missing or disappear, then it is also a unconformity, that is known as para unconformity. If fossil remains are disappear, then it is called para unconformity. If in eroded surface residual soil are present, then it is known as blended unconformity. Then superimposed drainage indicates unconformity. If drainage systems are superimposed, then it also indicates unconformity. Then if 2 different types of beds are present, or that is igneous or metamorphic or sediment, different types of rock beds are present, then it also indicates a unconformity is present between them, that is known as non-conformity. So in this bedding, this layer are inclined, and this upper layer are horizontal or parallel to each other, and this is your unconformity. This is your eroded surface or unconformity, and this unconformity is known as angular unconformity. And this is also example of angular unconformity. See, this is tilted beds and this is separate from this tilted bed. So this is also different from the composition texture of the rock, and these rock types indicate sedimentary rock, and this line is your unconformity because this separates the two different beds. That is your unconformity, or this is also example of angular unconformity. This is also an example of unconformity. In this structure, where is your unconformity present and how we recognize the unconformity? We know or previously studied that if any igneous intrusion, that is dike, is present, then we determine the unconformity. In this strata, here is the igneous intrusion. See, here is the igneous intrusion. So here is the igneous intrusion or dike, and this is your unconformity. Okay. So here also a unconformity because of fault. This is your fault, and this line is your unconformity because fault is present, also two different rock types are present, so this is your unconformity. In this picture, this is your granite intrusion. So here, where is your unconformity? Here this line is your unconformity because of this intrusion or contact metamorphism. Here see, we also study a point, that is, see, effect of metamorphism seen only in one of the series. Here you can see the effect of metamorphism. See, effect of metamorphism. Here see the effect of metamorphism. Here effect of metamorphism in only one series, means only one bed. So this is your unconformity due to metamorphic intrusion. So next we will see how beds are missing in the unconformity, or how the weathering and erosion wipe away of rock and from a create a gap in the timeline. So here is a video where can study these properties. So metamorphic rocks are formed at depth, so later eroded. See, here is a rock strata where 1 to 6 layer are indicated. Here 26 to 27 and 15 to 17, and this is the, in this structure two unconformities are present. Here one is your unconformity and here second unconformity. So in this strata, that indicates the layer 7 to 14 and 18 to 25 beds are missing due to unconformity, and this upper layer is not your unconformity, this is your erosional surface. So The lower layer or basement is your metamorphic rock, that is gneiss or schist. So the erosion of metamorphic rocks later found. Then 15 to 17 is your granite pluton, that is igneous rock. 15 to 17 igneous rock, and basalt dike bed 26 to 27 is your basalt dike, that is also igneous rock. In this structure, a cross section through the earth shows a variety of geologic structure. Geologists use established principles such as the principles of cross-cutting relationships to deduce the sequence of events that produce these features. So, in this diagram, first metamorphic rock forms at depth and is later exposed by erosion. Then next, as the sea level rises, sedimentary layers 1 to 8 are deposited. The boundary at the base of layer 1 is a special kind of unconformity called a nonconformity. This is a nonconformity produced. Then the sea retreats and folds develop during mountain building, and a pluton intrudes, cools and become solid. Over time the mountain erode and truncating the folds. As the sea level rises, a new sequence of sediment accumulates. The absence of layer 7 to 14 represents a gap in deposition, perhaps indicating an interval of erosion. Then this sea level rise and perhaps in deposition of sediments indicates omitting of the beds 7 to 14. Then the boundary at the base of layer if 15 is an angular unconformity, this is an angular unconformity, and an igneous dike cuts through the sequence. This is your dike, igneous dike cut through the sequence of sedimentary beds and across the plate. The dike once may have fed magma to a volcano. So the exposed surface continues to erode. This is your exposed surface and continues to erode, and the additional layers of sediment accumulate. Additional layer of sediment accumulate. Recently a fault has formed. This is your fault has formed and has offset the ground surface and everything below. Due to this fault, the beds are dislocated. So in this way the beds are missing or dislocated, or dike is present in the unconformity, and due to unconformity some beds are omitted. Here see the basement of here is a unconformity where this is your tilted bed and this is your parallel bed, and the rock composition also different. Okay, so this is all about your recognition of unconformity, how we recognize the unconformity in the field. Now how we recognize unconformity in the geological maps or air photos. So converging strikes of two or more series of different geological edges. So the deep and strike direction, according to deep and strike direction we also determine the unconformity. Change of type of rock formation on either side along a line of contact. Already we have discussed about this point. Then offset of a part of series by another, including fault igneous intrusion such as sills and dikes. If dikes or sills present, then we also determine the unconformity on the map or air photos. Then comes to the difference between unconformity and fault. And what is the difference between unconformity and fault? So unconformity mainly an erosive surface, but a faults a shear surface or fracture surface. Two or more series of different edges. In unconformity, two or more series and they are different from edges, but in faults one series of a period only. Offset of a beds of one series along a line, dislocation of beds along a line both in plane and section. Then intrusive bodies in older series are not affected but covered by younger formation. Intrusive bodies, seals, dikes are affected by faulting. Because when faulting occurs, intrusive bodies are dislocated. Sudden change in the fossil content. In faults, no change of sequence and fossils. Structural and unconformity is structurally and stratigraphically important, but faults only structurally important. Valuable mineral and ore deposit petroleums are associated. In faults, only mineral deposits are associated. It indicates by a layer of basal conglomerate, indicates by fault breccia or mylonites. So, here three questions for you. In this three diagram, you identify the structure, that is where is your fault, where is your unconformity, and send in the comment box. Thank you.